Broskis, I just came off playing System Shock 2 Remake for the first time ever. System Shock 2, not just the remake. I was streaming it and I streamed it for almost 4 hours straight. And oh boy, what a very immersive experience it was, with a lot of things to talk about. And I have far from completed this game. Yet there are certain things that I want to talk about with you, and I want you to know about if you plan to jump into this game for the first time. If you're a veteran of System Shock 2, you know what you're getting yourself into. So this video really isn't aimed towards you, but you can still stay and listen to what I have to say. Also, we might need some help down in the comments, so have those fingers ready. Now, first of all, System Shock 2 Remake has been developed by Night Dive Studios, and they are using their Kicks engine to remaster this game. That means that at the bottom of it all, the original engine is still running, but on top of it is the Kicks engine, handling all the rendering and all that stuff to make it look beautiful and more modern. And I gotta say, it looks crisp, it looks gorgeous, the lighting is great, the atmosphere is fantastic. The game overall just has a certain tone and a certain crispness to it that we don't see in a lot of games. And it's a really sweet pleasure for the eyes. The ears, however, not so much. The music feels kinda off in certain places. The general combat audio, it isn't super high quality. It's good, but it's not perfect or not super good in any sense. And the game has actually released today. A couple of hours from now, the game dropped. And as I said, this has been the first time that I jumped into it, so this is no tutorial on how to get started in System Shock. This is no proper review or anything. It's just a couple of things that I want to talk about. Now, what kind of genre does System Shock 2 Remake sit in? Well, it actually sits in heavy ImSim. This is a heavy ImSim game. This is not a boomer shooter. It is a first-person shooter with a lot of melee, but most of all, it is an ImSim. The core gameplay loop revolves around you managing your inventory, exploring, listening to audio logs, fighting off enemies, and upgrading your character with systems that go insanely deep. And the story is of course told through audio logs and cutscenes. Beautiful looking cutscenes, but mostly the audio logs. And the thing is this, you have to listen to them at least once. You can't skip listening to them, but you have to open them up at least once. Why? Because the game itself takes notes of these audio logs. So say that a passcode is told in one of these audio logs, it will write it down in the notes for you. And the notes actually work as a guide. They will tell you your next objective, they will tell you your code that you need for this or that door. So make sure that you use your notes often. Combine it with the map that is always available and that you can activate as a minimap as well, but you have to manually do that. But the RPG mechanics is really a subject that I want to talk about in this video because they go so incredibly freaking deep. Holy cow. Now there is a tutorial in the game, and the tutorial, well, it shows you the basics of the game. It shows you the basic gameplay mechanics, but not really goes that deep into the RPG mechanics of it all, where you have to pick skills into your character, pick, strength, stamina, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't really explain what all of these things do, and the same currency that you use for that are used for all other RPG traits in this game, like your magic stuff, like your hacking abilities, like your repairing and modifying of weapon abilities. All of that is tied to the same currency. So either you choose to build your character super strong, you choose to even it out everywhere, or you choose to be a really resourceful hacker. But what does all of these things mean? That is the problem. That is the problem that the game doesn't really explain to you, or at least I didn't get it. I had to take help from my viewers during the stream for them to actually explain all of these mechanics to me. And am I the right person to explain all of them to you now? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I'm not even gonna try. But I want to tell you that they are there and they are deep and they are a part of the core gameplay loop here. So it is fundamental that you do understand at least the basics of this mechanic and what each of the things do before jumping into the game. Because putting these points wrong could ruin your whole playthrough. But all of that said, don't go too deep into digging in what all of the things in this game are, because a big part of the charm in an ImSim like this is actually discovering for yourself. But in my own personal opinion, the text mechanics, I don't really like exploring them for myself. I like to have a good explanation of what each and everything is there. But when it comes to the actual gameplay mechanics, like shooting a camera so it doesn't detect you, hacking a security system so it turns off all the turrets, all of those things I like to figure out for myself and explore. And that brings me to the question mark. At the bottom left of the game, there is a question mark that you can click anytime. You click it and then you pick whatever you want more deep information on. That is a feature that should have been super highlighted in the tutorial. It is not, however. I just randomly discovered it, but it is a great tool to understand the game better. And all of it, all of the items, all of the everything, it is a super tool to really help you. And now, if you are a first-time System Shock 2 player, as I am, well, I want you to know that you are jumping into a very slow-paced game, a very atmospheric game that wants you to take your time with it. It wants you to explore areas. It wants you to think outside of the box when you do things. Say that you have an objective. It tells you to go to Sector 2. But on your way to Sector 2, you cross Sector 5, 4, 3, 6, 8... Go to all of those places. Explore all of those places. You never know if you're going to find a key to actually open that second sector, or if you're going to find a new weapon, or if you're going to find a new armor. It's worth exploring, and the game wants you to do it. It wants you to take it slow. The combat is also very slow in this game. The combat is actually a little bit on the jankier side. I don't think it's been polished all that much, but the slow, immersive combat is definitely there. I was seeing myself dodging in real life as I was meleeing someone in front of me. And the shotgun just, it looks cool as hell. It doesn't feel amazing, but it looks cool as hell. Same with the pistol. And I can't wait to find even more weapons, play around with them, and unlocking modifications for them. Yeah, there's so many things to this immersive game that it is without a doubt one of the most complex and deep immersive games that I've played. I played quite a few in recent years, but this one without a doubt sits at the very, very top, thanks to all the insane mechanics that it has, and especially for being such an old game as it is. And is it a hard game? Yeah, it's gonna challenge you. Don't go in thinking that you can play this on the hardest difficulty instantly. You will not. You will have to learn the game first. You will have to learn a couple of its secrets. You're not going to learn all of the secrets in one playthrough, but you're going to have to know a few tricks before you amp up the difficulty, especially if you're jumping into this for the first time. Trust me on that one, okay? But hey, if you're looking to die a lot, then be my guest, amp it up. You can also save scum in the game if you want to. The shortcut for that is Alt-S. And then for loading in is Alt-L. Do I recommend doing that? Yeah, in certain scenarios I do. But it does break a bit of that immersiveness to it. There are certain save stations in the game. They are far and few in between, however. But they really bring up the tension if you were only to go for that, which is how I played the first remake. I don't even know if there is save scumming in the first remake, but yeah, it definitely brings the tension up a notch. So really, just to conclude this video, I do highly recommend that you play this game, but if you are looking for a hardcore immersive experience, if you're not looking for that, this game is simply not going to be for you. Broskis, another weird video from Slim, just rambling on his thoughts about a game that he just played. I hope you liked it in some sense at least. And for more amazing video game goodiness, remember to hit that like and subscribe. And while you're at it, join the Discord link down below. And remember, most of all, that Papa Slim loves ya. I hear monkeys.
While it may appear that the lab monkeys are communicating with each other, I assure you it's quite impossible. You claim that one monkey signed the passcode for a supply closet to another, and the latter proceeded to open it. As I'm sure you know, there have literally been tens of thousands of studies of primate intelligence, and there's no evidence of behavior even remotely that sophisticated. So either you've single-handedly trumped the entire field of animal behaviorists, or you're badly in need of a vacation.
I hear the monkeys. I hear the monkeys. Oh. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I see. I see, I see. You want to play like that, monkeys? Increased by 15%. This one is important. This one is important. Choose wisely, yeah. Each shot with a ranged weapon does 15% more damage. One-time bonus of 20 cyber upgrade modules. Oh!
Demand your capture or destruction.
No!
Security system offline.
That's better. That's better.
To me. Are we joined?
Should be a grenade launcher in this level. Okay. I don't want too many hints. Not too many. I feel like we are starting to get more powerful than we should be. Password required, log on. You do not have access to this system. Hack. Ooh. Yeah, I would be lying if I said that I'm not enjoying this. I am enjoying this. There's a lot of options, a lot of things to take in at the start, but... Oh, crap. The more I'm getting into it, the more I am enjoying it. For sure. That is so good. That is actually insanely good. I'm gonna save now. Save. Let's use one of these. Let's listen to that log.
I'm not sure what's creeping me out worse. The hybrids with their pipes and shotguns, the berserk turrets, or our supposed allies.
You can switch ammo with that little arrow down by the ammo icon.
I've got to find Sanger. She knows the access code to Fluid.
Ah, nice. Okay, nice, nice. Thank you, Hardwater. Sorts 2 enemy man. There we go. Bam. And bam. There's nothing in these. We already know that. Damn it. I just wasted a shot. I could actually hack it from there if I was able to hack it. That's something. I'm just gonna do this. I'm better at strafing. Apparently so was the turret.